The Syrian government's ruthless push to take back Aleppo. President Bashar al-Assad's troops now control most of the old city, relying heavily on Russian military muscle. Syrian regime troops continue to pound eastern Aleppo with intense, indiscriminate bombings and heavy artillery shelling. This as an estimated 200,000 civilians are trapped inside the shrinking rebel-held portion of the city. One activist saying the desperate hospitals there resembled, quote, slaughterhouses. Let's bring in CNN senior international correspondent Frederick Pleitgen, who is in Aleppo. Fred, a UN official saying today that the Aleppo situation has plummeted to even greater lows. Tell us what you see out there.
Well, you do see a lot of desperation here on the ground, Jake. And, I was able to go to a district that's on the front line and that was actually under rebel control until yesterday. And we went there only a few hours after the Syrian regime took over there. And what we saw was many, many people fleeing. They were tired, they were hungry, they were weak, and they were trying to get to a better place. Here's what we saw.
This is what rebel desperation looks like during the Aleppo nights, firing at jets in the skies, unable to stop them from dropping their deadly load. And this is what the rebels' defeat looks like when daylight comes. Thousands of civilians fleeing the old town of Aleppo only hours after government forces took most of it back. Among them, Najua with her 7 children, one of them her baby Bilal. When we left, there was a lot of shelling behind us, a lot of shooting in front of us, and the airplanes above us, she says. We barely managed to get out. Most seem weak and malnourished, some resting, finally in safety in this former school. The smallest, a baby girl, Ghazal, is only 7 days old, born right as the battles were at their worst.
It's really remarkable, some of the scenes that we're witnessing here. Hundreds of people have already come across the border, crossing between eastern and western Aleppo, and many of them are taking shelter in buildings like this one, carrying only the very few possessions they could take as they fled.
Soldiers take us to the places they recaptured from opposition forces only hours before. We see Syrian troops evacuating weak and elderly, and rebel barricades showing just how intense the fighting was.
Just look at all the destruction here. We're actually in the old town of Aleppo right now, and this entire area until a few days ago was right on the front line.
While this may not be the end of the opposition's fight in Aleppo, many of those fleeing describe the rebels' morale sinking and the harrowing conditions in the besieged areas. We didn't have food and barely any bread, this man says. We were 8 people. They would only give us 2 loaves of bread every 2 days. That was it for all of us. While much of eastern Aleppo has been reduced to rubble, the one thing expanding was the cemeteries. This one ran out of space as the bodies kept coming. Now that much of eastern Aleppo has changed hands, Syrian soldiers plant their flag on the ruins of the place they've just conquered.
And then, of course, Jake, you do have those efforts by the international community, especially the U.S., trying to get some sort of ceasefire going, a humanitarian ceasefire for those eastern districts of Aleppo, but it really doesn't look like that's something that's currently in the cards. The Syrian government has told us that they are giving the rebels 2 choices, either lay down their arms and leave eastern Aleppo or continue to face the current onslaught. Really unclear how much longer the rebels are going to be able to hold out, Jake.
All right, Fred Pleitgen, thank you so much.